Fun.
Hello?
Cory's mic.
Where's my mic?
Derrol's mic. Hello?
It's me. Can you hear me?
Thank you. I had to deconstruct the studio again today to take down to the spiritual center, and I just got it all back up and running.
Hi, Retta.
I must have bumped the power for the microphone when I was down there.
I was saying hello, James. Are you joining us from your house or from the car today?
And I got YouTube working. It wasn't working the last 2 days.
Welcome back.
How is everybody?
I'm about to be better.
I'm about to be better. Red wine, red wine, red wine.
Cheers. Retta, drinking? Oh, you're in the car, James?
We just come to expect that from James on a weekday.
Oh,
You must get off at 4:30, James.
what sort of commute do you have? How far away from your work do you live?
It's been a day. Chris and I are having beer, sitting in the parking lot. Oh, having a beer. Yes, having a beer, sitting in the parking lot, waiting to get into a restaurant. Oh, that's nice. What restaurant?
Are you going for dinner for a special occasion or just to go out? Retta, what did you have for dinner tonight?
Hi, Chris, by the way.
Yeah, hi, Chris. I haven't seen you in eons.
Since you came in and turned the stream off for James that day.
Oh, that's right. Marty's just to go
Tex-Mex.
out. Tex-Mex.
How very Texan of you.
You're not gonna eat chicken, are you, James?
Ooh.
No, probably meat. Probably steak, huh?
I hurt my back today.
Cory's like, I never knew you could hurt your back from just moving the trash can. And I was like, oh, I did.
Yeah, the trash was very full today, and I have to lift it up to get it out of the driveway, and as I lifted it, it pulled something in my back.
I just have to, go to sleep and wake up the next day and be out of whack.
True. You're always out of whack.
It was really sore today still, but James and I increased our workout. We jump rope for 12 minutes. We did 25 push-ups, which in all honesty, I did not think I was going to be able to do more than 5 because I have been doing push-ups on commercials, but not that many in a row.
You're not doing them in the living room. I've never seen you do a push-up in the living room.
I do. I make sure that there's no chance of you. I make sure there's no chance of you coming out, and I sneak it in real quick. And then we did a 1-minute plank. That's where my back really hurt because it was my lower back yesterday that was hurting, and I really started to feel it. And then we did 25 sit-ups.
Janine, hello.
Hi, Janine. I had a really nice talk with Janine today, also.
Yeah.
Yep. I wonder if anybody's on YouTube. It doesn't seem like we have chattas yet.
No, I have nobody on YouTube.
But it's working.
They probably knew that the last 2 days it wasn't working and expected it just not to be there.
Right? They're probably like, psh. I mean, I haven't really done much except for jump rope, James, in a while. I've been doing some push-ups on commercial breaks, but like 5 at a time. When I was training at the gym all the time, I was going. But I'm getting back to that, so that's why I want to work out.
I should tell.
Yeah, tell your mom.
Tell mama. Mother.
Although she's been joining us on here the past couple days.
Yeah, but she prefers to be on YouTube. And she's been forgetting to tune in lately because she's so engulfed in her
coloring,
her artistic.
That's cool.
Yeah, totally. I'm all for it.
I tried to color one of those that has all the little squiggles and doodles and stuff, but my OCD mind can't handle that.
Why?
Because I start doing it one color and then I try to match it or I have difficulty with the abstractness of it and the abstractness of the colors. I like stuff to be a little more,
A little more.
So like you'll try to do a pattern a certain way, and then it runs out, and you're like, now what? I don't know. It's hard to explain, I guess.
I don't understand, but it's whatever works for you. Do you need paint by numbers?
Well, you see, I'm symmetrical. I'm symmetrical pretty much on my arms, so I like the symmetricalness of it, or like a coloring thing that's not squiggly.
Legit, I get it.
They are kind of fun, in their own manner. Why is this beer kind of warm? It's been in the fridge, and the fridge is freezing.
I don't know. It was out for 15 minutes.
I guess that's true.
I mean, it is warm in here.
It's not.
It's 78 in here.
There's a nice little breeze, though. It's like
we have 2 fans
cross wind going on here.
On.
Like I can feel it whistling through my
Well, I'm not having the camera go down today. That's why I had it off until the last minute.
I can't see where it is. How much over did you move it? You didn't move it that much further over, did you?
No, but it's off enough. Look, the picture's a little askew. I'll figure it out. I just didn't have time today. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Totally.
Oh,
Absolutely.
where'd you get this one from? This isn't from the smart room, is it?
It's just to go out. Maudie's is a Tex-Mex place. Yes, no, I got it from my car.
Ah.
I haven't been using it in the car, so the battery's been dead.
Elizabeth! Hello, Elizabeth. Hello, Robert. Robert is here as well.
The free ceiling fan down the street. I didn't.
Have fun, James.
Bye, enjoy your dinner.
Bye, Chris. Did you see the free ceiling fan down the street? Oh, no.
Well, I actually could use one in my bedroom, but we have one. There's one in Derrol's room. I installed them when I moved in. One in Derrol's room and one in this room in the office. I just don't have one in my bedroom. And these were recovered, recycled ceiling fans too. I got them from a bowling alley at San Diego State when they tore the building down.
This one?
Yeah. They're expensive fans.
The one in my room too?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, interesting.
Remember, I got all that stuff. The DJ lights. They were going to tear the building down. They're like, you
right.
guys have 2 hours to go grab whatever you can grab.
That's why we have
the architectural company takes it over.
That's why we have the bowling pin by the front door too, right?
Yeah. So I grabbed some tools and I went and I grabbed. Hello, Elizabeth.
It's a good fan. I hate the lights though. It's impossible to find light bulbs for them. 3 of mine are out right now.
And they get very hot.
Yeah.
But the Gold House. Okay. I'm guessing there's a reason it's out on the street, but I'll check it out.
Maybe they just didn't want it anymore.
True. It's a lot of work to take down a ceiling fan and put a new one up.
It always frightens me a little bit too when you play with electricity. That's all we need.
Margarita time. Go waste away, Margaritaville. Bye, Chris.
Bye, guys.
You could have us on at the table, James. I'm just kidding.
It's not that kind of establishment, Cory. We haven't seen Ross recently either, but I forgot that he moved on Monday because of all this craziness. So I think that's what he's doing right now.
I told you.
Oh, we were just talking about you, Pat, and how you might be caught up in coloring.
I knew she was.
Parts there and looks good. True.
If there was an easy way to test it, I think I'd be more open to it, but you have to like
you can bring an extension cord and plug it into you can plug it into your little device in the back of your car and plug it into the extension cord.
I probably could figure out how
and
to
hold
run
it up
the
in the
batteries
street.
in my car. I got a good Oh, I'm so excited. I'm not going to get it because it's $40 and I can't afford it right now. But the charge controller for the solar panels and the battery in my car, they just put out I've been waiting forever for them to put out a Bluetooth module for it so I can check on my phone how it's all working and like, what the charge is. They just put it out. It's $40. I'm kind of excited. I'm not going to get it right now, but at some point. I need to upgrade the batteries.
Is it going to be like
They're
your Pokemon thing that you...
old.
Is it going to be like your Pokemon thing that you keep washing all the time?
No. I mean, I would only need to look at it.
Is it like a little thing you carry?
Every couple of days or whenever I need.
I'll have you in my ears.
No, please don't. Enjoy your dinner. Have an enchilada for me. Or a chili relleno or whatever's Tex-Mex. What was I saying?
I don't know.
Oh, no, it's not something I would need to look at all the time.
So it's not a little gadget.
But it'd be great when I get in the car and I'm wondering if how, the battery is doing. I could just look it up instead of have to get out and go around and open the bin. And
if you guys don't know what he's talking about, he made this crazy
I built
solar panel battery pack thing in a giant toolbox.
I actually made a video. I mean, I got halfway through it and decided to stop because it was too much work to try to
you were swearing too much.
Maintain the shots and also pay attention to what I was doing. But I have two 100-watt solar panels flexible solar panels on top of my car, held down with magnets.
Really, really strong magnets that will take your finger off.
Right now, actually,
I noticed
new
that.
ones.
Mm-hmm.
And I have about 100 or so. I forget how many batteries are in there. 100 amp hours of battery in the back that is hooked up to it, and a 30-watt charge controller. So I built it all from scratch. I put it all together and put it in a big toolbox, one of those rolling toolboxes. It was a project I did about 3 or so years ago instead of going on vacation when things exploded here. It was fun.
The pollen was exploding.
Cost a little bit of money, but
it's pretty cool.
But it works. It still works. The batteries are getting a little worn out though. But I charge everything. My camera batteries when I go out, my drone batteries, all my phones. I ran the projector that Janine has right now. Ran the projector on it all the time. Covered in queso.
Ooh, I want something covered in queso for dinner tonight.
We have queso in the.
I know.
The thing.
I've been waiting.
We're not
for it to
making
be...
anything that needs queso. Sorry.
Everything needs queso.
No, I'm gonna make. If we don't have, we're making Asian food, firecracker tofu.
We're having that.
What else are we gonna have? Oh, I have fish.
I thought this was gonna be a I don't feel like cooking night.
No, I have that breaded halibut, which is really good, and I splurged and bought 2 of them.
Is it the ones that I like?
Yeah, and that I like. And we have all those French fries. Maybe we'll do that instead. Because I wanted the French fries the other night, but I couldn't because I was given plasma. Look at that vein.
That was
Look
not
at
only
that vein.
approved.
Look at that vein. You can see it.
Oh.
Oh, by the way, I got my blood work back.
That's right.
I'll talk about that in a minute. Where's John? Elizabeth, where's John?
I was going to talk about my vein. I have this vein right here that I can move. It's one of my stupid human tricks.
We'll show them. You're in under the chat.
I don't know if they can see.
It's so gross. You have to pick it up.
I don't think you're going to be able to see it though. And it doesn't really work from this angle. It has to be like...
Don't get my face in it. It's gonna...
I know, but it has to be flat. Anyway, guys, I can move this vein in my arm and it creeps people out. I'll show you guys in person if you ever want to see it.
I can't move any of my veins. In fact, the vein in this arm used to be super predominant, but when I was a kid...
Well, all your veins are like...
Well, I had one straight up the middle, but when
veiny.
I was a kid, I had to have so much blood work that it just died.
Collapsed.
It did. This one's super good, though.
Can't see any of mine except the one I can move.
All your veins.
John is sleeping.
Oh. Well, tell him I'm A negative. I'm A positive. I found that out.
But didn't you say something about there was like B in the plasma or something? So does that not mean you're AB?
So no, AB. I forget what all the things are. I actually here. I have this.
Hello, Raven.
Hi, Raven. So I'm A positive, and what that means is...
Oh, look, you got a fancy little profile there.
All people belonging to one of 4 inherited blood groups, A, B... Hold on, that's not what I wanted to read. So A donors have only A antigen, is that how you say that?
Hey,
on
Sean.
the red cells, and B antibodies in the plasma. And it's pretty common. Look at how many people.
Yep.
So I'm A positive. Who knew?
Cool. For those of you joining us, Cory just gave
just divulged my blood type.
Cory gave blood because he gave plasma because he had coronavirus antibodies. So he gave plasma for them to use for that. Hello, Sean.
Did I hear you say Raven?
Yeah, Raven's here.
Hi, Raven. Hi,
Raven.
Sean. Yeah, so that's kind of cool. I'm 47 years old and never knew my blood type until yesterday. Or this morning.
I should look on my surgery paperwork and see if mine's on there, because now I want to know.
Can you believe this face is almost 50? Sorry. I still find it hard to believe I'm 47 years old.
Oh my. Me too. We're old. Good God.
I always felt like I would be, you know, like I never knew anybody when I was in my 20s who was in their late 40s who looked like they were not in their 50s.
Let me just say there are a lot of people that do not hold up very well.
Raven's A positive too. We can give blood to each other.
Yay.
I'm going to put you in my phone.
Yeah, I got to look that up now. I want to know.
I had no idea. That's so cool. So, I mean, I had the stats on there. Hold on, let me look it up again.
You get such a fancy little profile. Is that from like the stuff you fill out?
It's the blood, the American Red Cross's, I forget what they call it, their app.
Oh.
33% of Caucasians, 24% of African Americans, 29% of Hispanics, and 27% of Asians are A positive. A negative is much less. 7% of Caucasians, 2% of African Americans, 2% of Hispanics, and 0.5% of Asians. So negative is very rare.
Who knew? I should know. I like that kind of weird stuff.
Well, go look at your paperwork.
I know.
Girl.
Oh
no. Raven and I are going hiking.
Where?
Sometime next week.
What?
I don't know when. You won't go with me.
Well, if Raven's going, maybe I'll go.
No, it's just Raven and I.
I don't want to just go with you.
This trip is just Raven
fun.
and I.
Raven's fun.
Raven's a ton of fun.
I don't want to just go with you.
Sorry, you lost your chance.
Oh, fine.
I asked like 4 times.
Next time.
And I have a date tomorrow morning. Like a coffee date.
Perfect.
More about that after tomorrow morning.
Oh, Lord.
Yep, waking up here. Cory's waking up.
Cory worked today,
I
so... Oh, God, no. I was thinking about... I thought just for...
Scoot over a little bit.
I'm like scooting away from you.
Yes, you are. Move your shit over here.
I'm trying to stay 6 feet away from you.
Hand your mic.
Oh my God. That camera angle is really messing you up, isn't it?
It is a little askew today. I didn't have time to fine tune it.
I feel so far away from my beer now.
Yes, I'm going.
Raven said we're making her laugh.
Out. Yes, I'm going out. I'm gonna go on a date tomorrow morning and then hiking with Raven next week. And it's probably the most plans I've had aside from work plans in 2.5 months.
Where are you gonna go? Wait, don't divulge because your fans might mob you.
Oh, I'm not talking about it until I get back. So.
We need to discuss a very off the beaten path for us to go on. There was that one that Casey and I went on that one time. Let's look that up.
What are you talking about right now?
A hike for you and I to go on.
Oh.
Casey and I went on one. We didn't see a single person the whole day. It was beautiful. It's kind of like going hiking in Maine. Or, going outside the back door in Maine. You don't have to see a single person if you don't want.
Hiking.
Yep.
I have seen pictures from your family's places, and it does seem like you walk out your back door and you're in a forest.
Yeah.
Which is amazing. I don't even know what that's like. I know what it's like to go out your back. Well, that's not even true. Where I grew up in my mom's house now, I mean, it's very urban. We never had just desert around us.
It's crazy too because,
hey John,
oh hey John, there's this huge pond up behind her house that you would never know was there, unless you knew the area. I didn't know it was there for a long time, but I get in trouble from Derrol if I told you all what I'm doing. Uh-oh.
You're eating chicken.
You're eating a critter, aren't you?
You're eating beef.
Wait, it's quick. That was quick.
It's probably chicken.
Did you get your dinner already? Or are you eating appetizers? I feel like...
What's a Tex-Mex appetizer? That would be meat.
Chili fries.
Little chimichangas? Taquitos? Flautas?
Yum.
I know, I'm starving. Oh my god, I'm so hungry.
All you had was that water soup, right?
Little noodle bowl. That's the most I've eaten all day. Oh, this week. We're like, what are you eating?
Queso. Yeah, there's a jar in the cupboard and I've been eyeballing it, waiting to see when he's going to break that out.
I don't know what I'm going to cook with it.
I almost broke it out the other night.
I got to figure something out though.
11:30, my typical wake up and need to eat something. Quite honestly, I would probably eat that cheese from a jar, the queso.
You would.
On
with
everything.
His fingers.
Or my fingers.
There's big chips in there too. There's a whole bag of tortilla chips we haven't opened.
Well, I thought, I try not to eat the cheese products, even though I really want to, because I know you usually have stuff planned for them. I mean, that's why you started buying the 10-pound bags of cheese, so we would have it longer.
One is cheaper. If you buy the smaller bags, you end up paying almost $1 or $2 more, depending on what sales you have around.
It's comical, you guys, the gigantic bags of shredded cheese we have in our fridge. And it's not just because of the quarantine either.
We always have a lot of cheese. Yeah, I worked. Did I say that already? I worked this morning?
I don't know.
I don't either. But I worked since 10 o'clock to what time? 10 to 3-ish?
Yeah.
And we got a new computer.
It was almost 4 by the time you got home.
A gaming computer, which is way faster than anything I've ever owned. And now we streamed 4 times, so we have no problems that we've had in the last... How long have I been working with them? Month and a half?
4 weeks.
So we've had problems every single time we tried to hook all these cameras and everything up in Stream Live. It's been kind of a disaster, and I'm
until tomorrow
so thankful that they have really they understand what they're working with. But we finally got a new computer, and it is beautiful. No sound issues. No video issues.
Did your little geek heart skip a beat?
Oh my! All of our geek hearts did. Gino, the lady I'm working with, we're 2 peas in a pod. I just love her. I gotta introduce you to her. You really like her. She's amazing. Yeah, I'm very excited. I can't wait. I almost have tears in my eyes.
Don't cry. There's no crying on this show.
It's just been so heartbreaking to leave there every Sunday, and it's been so terrible.
Yum.
Ooh.
I want that immediately.
Rotel. Is that that's
I feel like it's the round one.
Right, there's another name for it. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's kind of like a soft cheese.
A soft cheese.
Does anybody like pub cheese?
Yum! I was just going to say that.
Pub cheese with wine?
Pub cheese was Kurt's favorite thing.
Well, John, I'm not exactly okay with the brand.
Oh, here we go.
I'm not a PC person, But my mom has had many HPs in her computer lifetime. And
Computer
I don't know,
lifetime.
I didn't know how to say that.
In her computer timeline?
In her computer history, she's had a lot of HPs and they've never done well. They always, something goes out on them. So they got an HP. It's like the, not Obsidian, Obelisk series. And so they are...
I was just thinking of you, James, because you asked him that question the other day. If he was a Mac guy.
I am a Mac guy. I do not care for PCs. I have not had good luck with PCs. But for this purpose, a lot of PCs are actually shining. So it makes sense for what they're doing. And I got a graphics card. It's got 16 gigabytes of RAM on it. It's a beast.
The Rotel salsa, that's right.
Oh, got it. Yeah.
I have good luck with whatever computer or technology Cory puts in front of me. Because if it were not for him, I would probably have one of them add minutes on phones you get from like the store.
It's a sweet computer though. I mean, it lights up inside and it's awesome to look at, but not only being awesome to look at, it is freaking fast. I mean, it puts my iMac to shame.
Ooh, PUBG's jalapeno, yum. Oh, and James is getting a new Mac.
Oh, really? I'm very curious, James. Let me in on that. I want a new Mac too. I actually have 2 in my cart right now, and I'm just waiting to pull the trigger. I shouldn't be able to afford it, but
it's for your business.
It is a business expense, and I need write-offs every year, and this might be one of those write-offs.
Ooh, does that mean I get this one? No. Who are we kidding?
No, I'm going to trade this in.
I sit on my phone and do everything on that.
Yeah, I can, at least as of a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, I can get about $1,250 for it. So that offsets the price of a new computer quite a bit.
So what do you do? Just like take that to the Apple store and switch it out for a new one, like a car?
They have a trade-in program. You basically, when you're buying the new computer...
That's what I thought James was talking about too, Elizabeth.
Oh, everyone's getting a Mac.
No, she's getting mac and cheese.
Oh, mac and cheese. I didn't read it all.
I immediately thought Mac when you said getting new Mac. I was like, mac and cheese. Careful there. Careful there.
Oh. Yeah, the gaming PC blew me away. I'll never get one, but in my back of my mind, I thought this would be a great computer if I someday, in the grand scheme of business, if I can afford to have another tax write-off, that I might get one of those big high-powered PCs to put over on the side just to put stuff onto render. But I will always use a Mac for my daily driver.
I remember when I first met you, you had that blue one.
Yeah, it was a G3. It was old.
I don't want mac and cheese. Damn it, Elizabeth.
There's one thing of mac and cheese in there. You can have that, and I can fend for myself.
We could have that with the fish sticks and French fries.
No.
Why not?
First of all,
it's a smorgasbord.
I mean, I don't believe this, but many people believe that cheese and fish is a faux pas.
Oh, that's a lie.
You don't put any kind of cheese with fish.
I don't need that kind of negativity in my life.
I actually like a stinky cheese, like Parmesan, I can't think right now, Asiago, something like that with cheese.
Hello, my favorite quesadilla from La Torta
with fish?
Was the tuna quesadilla.
Well, that's different. Tuna fish goes with everything.
Tuna fish goes with everything. Regina!
Hey, Regina.
Did you get my message, Regina? It's been kind of a fucking...
Oh, he cussed?
Pardon my language. It's been crazy. I just can't focus on anything right now.
John, the 16-inch laptop? I actually have that in my cart right now. There's a sale.
The fan's drying out my eyeballs.
Do you want me to push it down the other?
Not that one. That one.
Well, that one's
or maybe it is this one. I don't know.
Here,
Something's drying out my eyeballs. Gouda is Gouda. My favorite is Harvardi dill. Oh crap! What's the squeaky cheese?
Halloumi.
And smoked Gouda. Oh, thank you. My eyes.
Mine eyes itch. Cheese is Gouda.
I figured, Regina, when I called you, I was like, oh crap, he's probably going on live right now. I was like, we don't have anything prepared. We're not going to have time. And then Cory got back at like 4:05 and was setting up. So yeah, but
pushing it.
We'll talk after this and we will plan a conversation. I saw you had Big Mike on there today.
Oh, I haven't seen him in forever.
Yeah.
Forever and a day.
I like his posts on Facebook. They're always very positive. Which I know. Try to be the majority of the time, unless I'm outraged, which I am right now.
You're outraged all the time. You know, pull your head out of that social media.
It's what's going on in the world.
You can understand what's happening in the world and not like saturate yourself.
Well, I want to learn. I want to know what's going on right now. Usually, I just had the conversation that I stopped watching the news for a long, long time because I couldn't take it anymore. And then I just can't stop watching right now because I need to know what's going on.
It's funny, you walk out in the living room and this is Derrol.
I've been doing quite a bit of reading.
With that look, though. Look of like just...
I'm pissed. I'm super pissed.
Hey, Gary! Hi, Gary.
Oh, it has a curved screen? How do you have a curved screen on a laptop?
No, he's got it plugged into an external monitor.
Oh.
Cool. That's in my cart with an i9 chip maxed out. Maybe. Almost maxed out. I'm not getting 64 gigs of RAM. 32 would be my max.
It is very hard to escape right now, and I kind of don't want to.
Or a Mac Pro, John. I can't make up my mind. But I want to wait for the new ones. Sorry, go ahead.
You done with Geek Corner now?
No, I won't be done.
I'm trying to make a point.
I'm just going to slide in your downtime. Go. Point. Go.
There's no point. I'm just tired of the nonsense. And I'm not going to be quiet about it anymore. Except for right now.
Well, go.
I'm done. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
It's 78 degrees in here. If the temperature starts to raise, I'll stop you. Because your attitude getting hot.
64 here. Do the laptop.
Yeah, I hear it's incredibly powerful, and honestly, the numbers aren't that much off from the iMac Pro.
Isn't there some sort of folding screen?
And I need a laptop because I get stuck in here. This is my office. This is where I do all my work, and I get stuck in here day in and day out, and I need to be able to go. This is my laptop. That's a 2009, and it's just not acceptable anymore.
She's real slow. Real slow.
Good night, Gary.
I'm good.
It's Indian style day today. Oh, is that okay to say anymore?
You're sitting cross-legged.
I have to ask. I don't know.
Oh, it's a phone. That's weird.
I heard really bad things about those. Have you heard anything good? I just heard that, the screen gets a weird fold down the middle of it, and they aren't very fast.
Yeah, it seems like, why wouldn't they all?
Well, Gary, I try to be somewhat not politically correct. That is not where I'm going, but I want to be sensitive. I don't know. I don't keep up enough to know what anymore is acceptable or not.
It's just
I know where my intentions always are.
It's just some things are embedded deep in us. Like I have a very close family member that I love, and sometimes she says that's gay, and when she says it near me, and I'm like, but I know she doesn't mean
it's anything a little shock.
Bad. It's just she's like, oh my god, I didn't mean it.
You should do that.
She's like, oh my god, I didn't mean it that way. I'm like, I know, but it's just so ingrained in her from her youth. We used to say that as kids. So,
I never said that as a kid. But I am a little older than you.
You are much more.
You can't say shit anymore. Bye.
Bye.
Well, it's like in Arizona, in Phoenix, I grew up with Squaw Peak. Squaw Peak is a state park in the middle of the city. It's a beautiful place. You go hiking. It's amazing. And now, well, since I've lived there, they renamed it many years ago, Piestewa Peak, and they named it after a fallen soldier in the Iran War, I think, Iraq War, and it totally makes sense because squaw is a derogatory term for Native Americans, but it is Squaw Peak to me. Like it'll always be Squaw Peak.
I actually know somebody that used to use that term in a oh my god, why can't I talk? Derogatory way against somebody else.
I called
in my youth. Oh my god.
I used that word the other day with Raven. Are you still here, Raven? I used that word the other day with Raven, and it was
that's a bad one.
I was talking about and I have to say, the person I said it about, I don't really honestly 100% feel that way. There's just a few things that I didn't agree with that happened, but that came out of my mouth. And I had to call her later or text her later and apologize. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I'm sorry if I offended you. I didn't mean to go there. Because it wasn't even 100% truly the way I felt. Mm-hmm. But it just was, it must be how I felt somehow because it came out. Well, and it was like, blah!
That's part of the problem. Systemic stuff like this that is ingrained in us that we have to get out of us. That's part of the fight right now.
Why can't I read that? Hold on. I think.
You got blurry eyes.
No, it's just it's all the all caps thing. I think I have trouble reading sometimes when the chunks come up.
Yes, exactly, Elizabeth, and she knows that. She just sometimes forgets and just says it sometimes. She's always horrified when she says it.
Uses that with her friends.
Yeah.
And so she gets around you and she doesn't realize it until your reaction. Mm-hmm. And Gary, if you're asking me, it was the C word that you typed.
Oh, this one, John. If anybody says the F word to me, you better run. You better run. I do not deal with that bullshit. Oh. That one.
So honestly,
that one skyrockets me to 100 immediately.
If I hear fag, it honestly just tells me how ignorant they are. Like, it doesn't even really faze me anymore. Because it just shows me that they are so out of touch with reality. Like, it's like I think that black people think about the N-word. Like, it makes me kind of laugh, It's like, really? How old are you? Like, do you really think that that's going to hurt me?
Right. Did you learn that word in kindergarten? I do know that English people do use that all the time.
I use that all the time.
That's such a bad one,
but sometimes I probably shouldn't.
Good night, Gary.
Good night, Gary.
It is. That's like the worst one.
But I should back that up and say that I don't think anyone's used that word, the F word, the fag word, to like really hurt me. Like, that could be different.
I've experienced the use of that word from a guy friend of mine, and it was, again, he just said it, and then as soon as he said it, he was like, oh, and I didn't really comment or anything. I just kind of went on about my whatever, because I knew that it wasn't his intention to say it badly. But still, later we talked about it, and he was very apologetic. He's like, sorry, I'm used to saying that with my friends, and I don't think he's ever said it since.
I was definitely called that in grade school when they were beating me up and spitting on me.
Ugh, that's the worst.
That didn't feel good.
I was lucky in that way. But people gotta watch. They can't be spewing hate and thinking they can get away with it. It's not right to do.
Hello, Retta.
Did you leave and come back, Retta? I saw you in the beginning.
Derrol's keeping an eye on you, Retta.
What did I ask her? I asked her something. If she was drinking earlier, and I didn't hear back from you. You having a mics? Oh, and I asked what you had for dinner, too.
Our mic wasn't on.
Oh, that's right.
We started the stream, and Mike got the audio interface here got unplugged underneath because I was plugging everything back in a hurried fashion after getting home late. Good. Hopefully they'll never call anybody that again after watching you. You're a big dude.
Yeah, I can't believe they pulled that, John.
I mean, I've never met you, but you seem like a large, tall guy in your photos.
Oh, Red is taking it easy tonight, not drinking.
Taking it easy too, Retta.
He's only having one giant glass of wine at the moment.
It's never an accident. But it could be, that word is never an accident. Gay. Not acceptable, but I can see how it might be used in somebody's daily language vernacular kind of
I definitely
non-offensive word.
I definitely have educated or we've had a conversation about it if somebody uses a word like that. But if somebody uses it badly, I go after them and pull them off their bicycle.
Yeah, he's done that before.
I went away for a while and you're still talking. Are we?
Are we?
We switched to homophobes. We don't like those either.
Yeah, anyway.
I am still thinking about the queso, though.
Talk about that. I'm sure everyone's seen it, but if they haven't seen it.
The mayor. Have you guys seen what the mayor of DC did? She changed the name of the street to Black Lives Matter Plaza, and they painted Black Lives Matter all the way down the street
in front of the White House.
And that is a lot of yellow paint. It's crazy.
That's a bold statement.
Yeah.
Good for her. I'm so excited about this.
Yeah. Go girl. Hog hunting? Oh no.
I love that they painted it right down the middle of the plaza.
That is so much paint.
That is super cool. I don't have the above shot. Where was that above shot that you had?
It was my friend's cover photo. I can send it to you right now.
There was a great above shot of it. But I love that they did that right in front of the White House. And they renamed the street.
Sent. I'll send it to you. Right, James? So true.
Look at that. That's so cool. The White House and then Black Lives Matter.
I don't know if this is the actual picture of it or if somebody just put what it's gonna look like.
No, I think that's the actual picture.
Okay.
Because
Are there people?
No, there's not people, but look at the... Well, you're right. Maybe it's not exact, but I think that's in the right location.
Yeah.
No matter what.
I know, Elizabeth.
Amazing.
I was laughing about that today.
Oh, if he's not, then I'm pissed. We need to do something different.
Did I miss part of that?
Do you need to go back?
I just like people when they talk badly about you guys.
Hold on.
Oh, I see.
Where's my mouse? Oh, there it is. Here, I can go up like this and give us more.
Okay. Thank you, Retta. I appreciate that. I definitely appreciate people that are straight allies, like Retta.
Well, what are people going to do anymore that need to have some kind of like hate inside themselves? Like, nobody's going to let them be homophobic anymore. Nobody's going to let them be a racist anymore. Like, what are they going to do?
I just,
where are they going to focus all that hate?
I just don't understand it. Like, the amount of hate that some people have for something that has nothing to do with them. Like, I should not have to worry that I'm going to get
women anymore.
I'm like, I can't even walk down the street and hold my boyfriend's hand without getting worried about being beat up or killed. It's just crazy to me. Like, how is that okay? We need to start caging racists up. We need to start caging homophobes up and put them in cages. If people are fine with putting kids in cages, we can put homophobes and racists, people like that, and give them some schooling for like a month.
And Elizabeth, I love you, but I disagree. Let him drive himself into the ground. At this point, I think there's no helping him. I mean, I had hope in the beginning, a little.
He's trying to save himself. That's why he's put up the new chain link fence all the way around the White House.
He's so far gone in his own delusional mind. He can't even be. I don't think even his like closest staff or family probably even understands who that person is.
It's true, Retta. People do need to stop judging other people and just go about their lives. And the thing that makes me the maddest about it is that the religious people are like the most hateful. Like, I just don't understand that. Not all. I don't want to say that to make that, because I know James attends church regularly, so I'm not categorizing all people, but I'm just saying categorically that is the highest population.
I don't know how to do it, and I don't mean that
put them all on an island.
I don't know how to love, but this is only going to be cured with love, and I don't want you being hateful to people who are being hateful, or anybody else being hateful to people that are being hateful, because it's counterproductive and it doesn't work.
I'm being very good.
I trust that, but I worry because you get very angry and you're on social media, and I don't want you to say the wrong thing.
You know how many things I
that's
put
just
on
going
and
to
delete.
cause somebody to go out and do something that they probably wouldn't have done.
Yes.
We need to figure out a way to do it in a positive, loving manner.
Yeah, it just kills me. Like, I grew up in the church. I know what teachings are, and it ain't to hate your enemy or hate people that are not like you.
I didn't think that, Elizabeth, and I hesitated on even saying anything because I knew that's not what you meant. But I want him to drive himself into the ground. I want him to keep being a ridiculous, selfish idiot and get to the polls in November, and people that were probably going to vote for him prior to all this may see him in a different light, and he'll destroy himself. That's what I want.
I do, Retta. Yeah. It's nuts. And, I try to keep everything plants and animals and happy stuff all the time, if at all possible. Though, if I'm speaking up, something's going wrong and something needs to be fixed. And I will not continue to not speak my mind. I've been quiet as to not ruffle any feathers, but it's time to ruffle some feathers.
No, feathers definitely need to be ruffled.
Right? Why couldn't he have been the one they stuck up in that spacecraft, for God's sakes? And then it blew up. I mean, and then it made it to the space station nicely.
Secret Service, come knocking on our door.
Yeah.
Well, those are the only two things I had on my iPad to show.
I have stuff ready for my segment today.
You have a segment today?
I do.
How is that possible?
It's my same segment I have every day. I bought this for $2 and I can sell it for $50 unless I decide to keep it, which I probably will.
I'm not 100% sure there was sound on that, but we'll go with it.
Fly him into the sun. I like that, John. Today's segment is Wind Up Toys. I'm ready for picture showing.
You ready for your close-up?
Ew. So I got this chick. She's from A Bug's Life, I think.
Yes. No.
Yeah.
Yes.
Isn't she? She doesn't move anymore.
Thanks, Ginny.
But she's fun. And a spider. It's some sort of little leopard thing, and you push him down and he bounces up. We got an Easter bunny. That one comes out at Easter time. She don't work anymore either. This frog don't work anymore either. Carolyn gave me this frog.
Busted Toys, everybody.
Busted Toys.
Busted Toys by Derrol Murphy.
And Carolyn gave me this one too.
This is the land of unwanted toys.
My house is the land of unwanted lots of things. That's it.
Oh, are we done?
We're done. Toys. Like the tin ones, Elizabeth? Like the old school wind-up toys or newer wind-up toys? Yes. So you're going to cook dinner right away tonight, right?
I am definitely cooking dinner right away. I am my back.
Derrol's Busted Toy Shop and Imaginarium.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hey, I like that. That's a good name.
Derrol's Busted Toy Shop and Bonarium? Wait, that sounds bad.
Yeah, that sounds terrible.
I meant bones, not anything else. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Come get boned at Derrol's Busted Toy Shop.
Well, our rating just went from PG to R.
We've never been PG.
We try to keep it PG.
I don't know where you're getting that.
I try to keep it PG, okay? Anyway, so Derrol's Busted Toy Shop and Nature Bonarium. Great. That's going to be the Bonarium from now on.
Hold on, I got to adjust my chair.
Did we just rename the smart room to the Bonarium?
We have to do a show from the smart room, Derrol.
No. I don't like people to see inside my head. Little
corner of the smart room.
Little segments of it's fine. This quarantine has been good for my thrift store problem, Elizabeth. I did pretty well before it. I didn't go for like 2 months before. I think I went like one time. Right, Cory? Hello? Are you there?
Yes, right, Derrol. It's 79 still in here. The fans are doing a good job.
They are.
And the camera hasn't shut off.
Bonarium. Oh, dear. People just see it in. Bonarium logo coming. Oh, goodness. Must sleep.
Aw, snuggled in bed.
What is it, like it's 2 a.m. there, Gary?
Gary, you sure have a lot of people in bed with you right now.
Oh, right. Elizabeth,
You have
John. 5 on Facebook.
at least 6 people, 8 people in bed with you right now.
Oh. Hey.
Good night. don't. Good question, Retta.
I'm not yet, Retta. I mean, really, in all honesty, I've been on my email pretty much the whole time I've been away and kind of just monitoring it, sending, emails where they needed to go. But I was going to be going back into the office this week actually, but all this stuff was going on and I didn't. So probably this coming week I will be. Yes, that was almost a spit take, Elizabeth.
It would have been sticky too.
Oh dear.
Well, so why are you making it anything but it was? What time is it? What time is it?
Cory's time check, everyone.
I'm hungry.
Cory's time check. He's about to start chewing on the chair.
Yeah, I
Are we having queso as an hors d'oeuvre?
When I left, I left the house and I thought I forgot a cable, and I swung back around, realized I already had the cable, left again, was gonna go to Starbucks, and then Starbucks line was so long that I ended up at Carl's Jr. to get coffee. And then
Carl's Jr. has coffee?
Carl's Jr. has coffee.
Oh.
It wasn't very good.
I was going to say, that doesn't sound like it would be very good.
I needed something. And then I got a little egg and cheese muffin as well, which was kind of gross. I ate half of it. And then that's all.
I haven't eaten anything
today. That's all
today.
I've eaten since this morning.
I haven't eaten anything today.
Noches. Good night. For the 3rd time. Good night, Gary.
We're so excited.
You just can't stay away.
He can't stop watching.
I used to work at Carl's Jr. Did I say that already?
You did?
Yes.
I don't think I knew that.
I worked at Carl's Jr. for 2 years.
Oh.
When I was 15, 16, 17, 15. Yeah, it was a year and a half, 2 years.
I'm going to burp.
Yeah, I talked about this because I talked about working at Demos Limited, where I was a Marlboro horse. I dressed up as the chubby checker Oreo cookie.
That's right.
I did all that, and I delivered all of their...
Pat and Kaya, where are those pictures?
Yeah, I know. My mom was going to find pictures. I delivered everybody's goods that did all the free samples in the aisles of the stores, like all their ovens and all the stuff that they needed. And then I worked at Carl's Jr.
Interessante.
I learned how to make all those sandwiches.
Oh.
I'm so excited to hear.
Yes.
So what's your prediction, John? You think it's a positive for antibodies? That's what I'm getting, that you think that you may have had it. I wasn't shocked. I knew it. I knew laying in bed that day, those couple of days, that something different was happening inside my body.
You were quite ill.
It didn't feel right.
Is it the you'll know right away situation, John?
Well, probably like me, they had it was like a day and a half for them to process all the blood, because he's going to go in to give blood to get the test. I wonder if they're doing that everywhere. I wonder if they're doing that like where I just went, because you could go give blood and get it for free.
He thinks he had it.
Well, I'm excited to hear how it turns out. I told you the F-stoppers that I watch, Lee.
What show?
F-stoppers. He got a test. They live in Puerto Rico, and they live around in this
affluent neighborhood, and there's doctors around, and this guy next door, I think, or across the street from them, owns a hospital, and gave them, well, not gave them, they bought a couple of tests that are like the you prick your finger and you put the blood on the little blotter thing, and it like gives you the lines that say, kind of like a pregnancy
I was
test.
just gonna say that sounds like a pregnancy test.
But that's how like the little like instant tests are. You put a dot of blood on it, and like 15-20 minutes later it'll read. And he came up negative on 2 tests, and he swore he had it.
Which one, Lee?
So he did it live. So it was kind of interesting to watch him be like, no, I know I did, and then break out another test and do it again.
So do you think you will get tested, Elizabeth, as well? Part of me wants to be, but I also don't want to pay $150.
119 now.
It's still $100 more than I want to spend.
You're getting money from the government. Let the government pay for it.
I want to keep that money that I'm getting for the government for my bills.
I used my FSA, so I'm...
Yeah, you have no room to talk. Shush it.
Well, it's still money that I had stored away. I just have to use it.
Yeah, that you're supposed to buy a first aid kit for our house for next time I stab myself in the leg.
I'll do that when I'm at Target.
Yes, Elizabeth is peddling the mac and cheese tonight. I love
What did my
mac
mom
and cheese.
say? Hold on, I missed what my mom said.
Oh, she said that she had a sandwich for lunch and she needs to think about what she's having for dinner.
What you eating for dinner, Mom?
So then if he does, you'll go get it then, right, Elizabeth? Obviously.
And I'll tell you, from my experience, if you felt like it was something different than what you had, you probably had it. Because it did not feel like the flu.
It is. I don't want to pay
a
that
lot
much.
of money. And
I don't even want to pay $50 for it, to
I don't
be
want
honest.
to downplay that, but...
Yeah, Cory's like, oh, just throw some money at him. Here you go.
That's not how I
Here you
feel.
go.
I just didn't have another choice. I'm uninsured. I can't go somewhere and just go to the doctor and tell them I thought I had it, and then get a test on an insurance plan that apparently, as we learned from people still cost money.
True.
It wasn't free. It still cost like $50.
People that I know have insurance, and they
had insurance. Yep. So
pizza.
It's not a free test unless you go John's route. And that seems like the best route because you could help somebody else out, give blood, and get tested. That seems like win-win to me. So,
I mean,
am I going to take you down to the blood bank?
No. I do wonder too, John, because I'm curious if I was one of the people that was a carrier, but I wasn't shedding it I had no symptoms.
Right. You could be a person that had 0 symptoms.
Right.
Or you could have had symptoms and just ignored them. Because sometimes you just like blow through stuff.
I do.
You get sick and you're just like, I'm not even going to think about it. I'm just going to keep going daily, day to day. Unless it really gets you and then you're like, can't get out of bed.
Yeah. No, but I wasn't sick at all. I was afraid I was going to get sick because you and Kurt were sick. But I seemed to avoid it. And everybody in my office was sick for a while too. Everybody had colds going around, and I somehow managed to avoid all that. I like how the arrow is on Pat's pizza right here.
I think nobody else can see that.
I know nobody else can see it, but the arrow is pointing at the pizza, Pat.
Yeah, I get that from people that I share with. They think like, well, why do I need to know? What's it going to change, kind of a thing? Or,
you've had some people...
I don't want it to make me feel like I don't have to pay attention, but I mean, I just want to know what's going on with me. You know?
It is a good thing for people to hear that you got it, you weren't hospitalized,
right?
You were
and
okay.
Then I did okay.
You were very, very sick, but you made it through. So in that aspect, it's good.
And later down the road, when I find out that I have a microchip in me, I know where it came from. Just kidding. That was for Chris, and he's not even here.
Oh my God. And see, it's also, but see, like, if there's a vaccine, I don't think I will take that because I don't get a flu shot. But should I? I don't know.
I wouldn't.
Are you making it yourself, Retta? Are you making is it a pizza night at your house, or are you just getting the old standby frozen one like we do.
That's one of the conspiracy theories out there right now, that this all came about so we got the virus is I don't even understand the conspiracy theory, to tell you the truth, but somehow a microchip is involved. It gets implanted in our bodies somehow as the virus. Oh, I don't believe it. But it's funny. F-stoppers, watch them.
If you haven't heard about F-stoppers before, Cory likes to watch that show.
Every day. I watch it every day.
It was all right in the beginning, but now they just kind of drone on.
Well, now they're on the riots. All they could talk about are the protests now and what was the riots, because the riots have calmed, thankfully.
Yeah, I've never gotten a flu shot. I mean, guys, I don't even take aspirin if I don't. Cory makes me take it sometimes because I'm in so much pain that I can't move. And he's like, take some aspirin.
No, Advil.
Or Advil or whatever. I don't take anything.
I don't believe this. I don't believe it.
I know that's what you meant, Janine. I won't be getting it.
Oh, no to the vaccine. Yes. I don't believe... Well, let me take that back a step. I don't not believe in vaccines. I don't believe in a vaccine that was maybe pushed out a little sooner than it's ready to be used.
Because isn't that what your plasma is?
No. Plasma is not a part of making a vaccine.
What are they doing with that? Injecting it into people, into the blood?
Plasma antibodies from the plasma can be injected into other people as a temporary kind of like safeguard. So basically the antibodies can go in, attack the coronavirus, and get them into a better place than what they were.
What if they put microchips?
But it doesn't stick around. It doesn't stay. It depletes in 4 to 6 weeks.
What if they put your plasma into microchips that turns people into an army of you?
Trust me, I thought about everything.
There's a conspiracy theory for you.
I thought about everything.
Dear government, please don't clone Cory. I can only handle one of him.
We have to sign paperwork that basically says that this could never go into another human being. It could just be used for research. And I'm like, well, what do I do? Like, I can't not help.
Right.
Well, and that's true
exactly,
too,
Raven. Exactly.
I don't believe in getting vaccinated, and I don't have kids, and maybe if I had children, I would think differently. But as an adult, I probably will never, ever get another vaccination for anything. Now, having said that, I had a vaccination for mumps, measles, rubella.
I think it's a type of pasta.
I'm saying that wrong. But at any rate, I did that when I was working at USD because there was a measles outbreak. They didn't tell us we had to do it. But I was at the doctor. I was at the doctor already during that time, and they asked me if I wanted to get it because I hadn't received it in so long. And then I ended up doing it. And I've also had a tetanus shot, which is kind of a vaccine against tetanus. So, I say that loosely. But I'm not a fan of not knowing what may be pre-manufactured and going into my body. Well, John, I mean, that's just stupid conspiracy theory. If they can make a microchip that's that small to get through a needle like that small, and it actually works without a battery power and like sucks off of our energy somehow, it's actually kind of amazing. Like, I want to know about it.
I couldn't find it because you put your bottle in all the bottles I'm going to cut on the sink.
No, that Janine, I'm right with you. I think it's really scary how a lot of the drug companies out there are more focused on money and focused on, you know, their own profit rather than maybe taking a little more time to figure out how these things are affecting people in the long term. Now, having said that, taking a long time to do something could also affect people negatively, going, if something is really working. So I don't know what the answer is. And I'm glad I don't really have to think about it too much. Like I said, I don't have children, and I think that's more of a parent's kind of a worry these days. But I get it. I totally get it.
I need nanobots to fix my brain. I've thought about shock therapy to fix my brain.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Wait a minute. What was the one where
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Where the man got injected in a pill into the people's bodies? Oh, what was that movie? They shrunk him down and then put him in a pill. Was that Honey, I Shrunk the Kids? No.
That was Outside. Oh, Auntie.
Who was it? It was
I loved Auntie. I was so sad when he died.
Oh, I can't remember even the actor in it. Shoot. It was a good movie. Hold on. Am I missing something here?
I don't know why, but all I'm thinking about is The Fly right now.
Vaccinated, they agree with the flu vaccines are for last for years straight. Yeah, well, yes. They sit in a room. I saw this last night. Scientists sit in a room and they compare data from this year's flu, last year's flu, other types of strains that they see popping up around the countries, and they basically just come to a decision.
They just turn up the dial a little bit.
What next year's flu is going to be that they inject into the chicken eggs and create a vaccine that most people go stick in their bodies. And it helps some people. But I know many people, including I got the flu shot 1 year and I ended up getting the flu and I never got it again. So why go through all that if you just can get sick anyway?
Fortunately, I'm lucky to have a good immune system and don't get sick. My body is just falling apart in the bones area. All my bones are hurting. Yeah, I don't know. I prefer to put natural things only in my body. And who knows what's in there. Well, I guess that macaroni and cheese and the queso in the cupboard isn't really natural. I don't like medications.
Everything in moderation.
Even the doctors yell at me, like when I had my surgery and they gave me stuff. I was like, do I have to take this? They're like, yes, you have to take it. I'm like, all right.
But it takes at least a year, 18 months, for a vaccine to be at the early stages of being acceptable for the public to take. So if anything comes out before then, I'm going to be highly suspicious. And knowing what I know, and maybe there's another strain of coronavirus going around, maybe the flu will be so much worse next year that I might get sick again. I think I might just take my chances.
Elizabeth, there is a cheese mine in the South Andes where they get the powdered cheese from.
Oh, God.
They've been digging it for a long time, but they say supply is running out. Cory, your eyebrow raise.
I can't control them.
It's right next to the Himalayan salt mine.
The cheese mine?
The powdered cheese mine. Oh, I forgot that was as full as it is. I might be a little buzzed because all I've had is coffee and beer today.
You've been home all day. Why didn't you eat?
Well, I was doing the dishes, and then I went over
in front of the refrigerator.
And then I went over and hung out with James and did a whole bunch of working out. And then I sat with Janine and chatted with her for a while, which was nice. And then I came home and sat like this and looked at social media.
Like this. Retta,
with the crumblies on top, the baked crumble. When are you gonna make some homemade macaroni and cheese, Cory?
That is one thing I've never made.
We're gonna have to talk about that.
I've made a variation with cheese and pasta, but I would never call it macaroni and cheese.
Mazithra.
beer and coffee right here. This is what it looks like.
I don't typically eat regularly unless Cory's around. Right? Only natural stuff in my body. Coffee and beer.
Coffee and beer. Barley, water, hops, caffeine.
All natural.
Coffee
Have I really not eaten anything today? No, I haven't.
I at least had a shitty Carl's Jr. breakfast sandwich.
Guys, she was hangry when she got home today.
And a little bit of a... I wasn't hangry.
Oh, yes, she was.
I was just in a rush. I knew I was running late, and then I had to set all this shit back up.
I stayed away till 4:55.
So...
Oh, I think the next challenge should be everybody's mac and cheese. Rodney, you're not watching right now, but you can't have the same one.
I haven't heard from him. He usually chimes in. There's 4 people on YouTube and...
Oh, Jesse's here. Hello, Jesse.
I don't believe the 2 people on Facebook.
It's a lie.
There's at least 3 people on Facebook that I know of. I think this lies.
My Facebook says full.
So I'm not encouraging anybody to watch on Sunday.
F-stoppers?
No, on Sunday. Universal Spirit Center. That's where I'm working. And,
oh yeah, I gotta check this out.
And I think it's going to be good enough that I'm encouraging everyone to look if you're curious.
Like, now you guys can watch.
It's a spiritual center. They're not God oriented. I actually have enjoyed being there. It's positive and it makes me feel good. But anyway, if you're interested, Universal Spiritual Center on Sunday, you can see what I've been doing.
You're gonna have to drop the link in the comments below.
No, they'll remember, and if they're curious, they'll figure it out. I'm not gonna push it.
You're not gonna give me a link?
Do you need a link to look up what I just told you?
Yes. I just want to click on a button.
Here, let me find the spoon and spoon feed you, Derrol. I'm gonna spoon feed you.
It better be macaroni and cheese.
It says 4. It still says 2 on my end. Here, let me read.
No. Oh, I got 7 on mine.
Here, I'm gonna hit refresh and see what it says.
Oh, are you drinking now, Retta? You said cheers.
Oh, you're right. 7.
It says 2 on
mine. God, I'm sorry you guys have to listen to my voice all the time. That was horrible.
Oh, Elizabeth's eating an edible. Those do nothing for me at all, Elizabeth.
That's not true. There's been a couple. We have those mints. Those are actually really nice.
Nothing.
In fact, I might actually take a mint tonight.
Well, you're a whole different segment.
Oh my God, I can't eat that stuff.
I gotta go lay down.
I can smoke and be fine, but I'm like one hit Sally. I just like one little teeny weeny bit, and then I can't do anymore.
Retta's drinking the grape Kool-Aid tonight, everybody. Careful there. Careful there. That does sound good though. Yum. Frozen. Do you freeze your Kool-Aid all the time?
4, now 5. How funny! I'm just catching it. What is everyone else having for dinner? I know mac and cheese is on the plate over at Elizabeth and John's.
I might be eating a macaroni and cheese at 11:30 tonight. Oh, I watched the rest of Goldfinch last night, by the way.
You did.
It was good.
It was good, wasn't it?
I recommend it, people. Maybe not like when you're about to go to sleep or if you're tired.
Well,
because
when I left here that day, I saw you like this. I'm like, your eyes heavy, Derrol? No,
no.
I'm
well,
fine.
If you notice, my eyes kind of are like that all the time anyway.
No, they're not.
I mean, my eyebrows.
You were half asleep.
My eyebrows are bigger than my actual eyes, so you know.
I am
cheap date.
I mean, I could drink somebody under the table, John.
Oh yes.
So if we're just going out and drinking, I can handle my alcohol.
Squash casserole. Don't tell the kids.
Smoking, I cannot. I'll be out like a light if I take like more than a hit.
What do they think it is, Janine? I want squash casserole. That sounds good.
Don't tell the kids. The squash is good.
I love squash.
And, yeah.
Is it like butternut squash? What goes in your squash casserole? I love squash.
Is it butternut squash? Is it
squash? Is
it
the squash you grew? She grew some awesome squash down below.
We have lettuce too from their garden.
Squash. That's going to be my word of the night.
All right. I'm saying that we're going to go in 8 minutes. We'll stick on till 6:30. Then I got to start dinner. And it stayed 79 in here consistently. I like having this here.
I do like having it in the smart room so I can watch the humidity level.
I just want to know my camera's not going to shut down. Well, I mean, it might shut down from being on the battery. But...
That was crazy that it shut down like that. Summer squash and zucchini. Yum.
Mm.
Is that like, is it like a layered together like that? Isn't that like ratatouille? Or does that have...
Ratatouille?
Isn't that what it is?
Ratatouille is...
It's like squash and zucchini
like
and...
eggplant. It's like like summer vegetables kind of a thing with olive oil and tomato.
Ooh, now I want to watch Ratatouille.
It's a cute movie. Is there eggplant in Ratatouille? No.
I don't know. Squish squash. I'm growing squash outside. That's in my little garden out there. I gotta pick some more of those radishes. Those suckers are hot.
They were really hot. I was a little shocked how hot it was.
And I ate 2 of them. My mouth was like on fire after I ate them.
Ratatouille is a vegetable stew from the Provence region of France. It is made of eggplant, zucchini, tomato, onion, garlic, and seasonings, usually basil and thyme.
So it's a soup? A stew?
It's a stew.
Oh, in Ratatouille they made
But
it
it's
like
a
little
compote kind of thing. It's like thick.
In Ratatouille they made it like a stack of vegetables in like a casserole.
Well, it's because he was being fancy because he wanted to win awards for his restaurant.
Pardon me.
He was doing it like a lasagna.
Spaghetti squash is yummy. I think my favorite might be acorn squash. My mom used to make that all the time. My brother hated it, but I loved it. The only squash we get in the house now is summer squash, and it goes to the tortoises. No, we get summer squash.
No,
we get summer squash. And what was the other one you got for me? The harder ones that stayed around for a little while. Was it like a spaghetti squash or something?
I don't remember.
It was like a little football.
I wasn't prepared to answer that question.
Come on. Squash me.
I don't know. Was it orange?
No, remember it was like a yellow football-y shaped squash. Those are good to have for the tortoises in case I run out of food. They last forever and I could just have them on the counter for a bunch of years.
Five minutes.
Are we doing any crafts this week?
Retta,
yes.
I'm gonna say yes.
Yes.
Because next week I'm gonna make I'm making a pledge to our viewers. 3 crafts in a week, or cooking, or activity.
Okay.
I think we can commit to that. Yeah, that might be all 3 episodes you see in a week coming up soon. I had 3 inquiries for jobs the last couple of days, so I hope that things are picking up and I'll be able to be working again.
What makes me sad is that it might be like pre-recorded stuff we have to end up showing. Like we do a show some night and then we play it on a Sunday or something.
That's a possibility too. I mean, at some point.
Well, I like the fact that we get
3 live shows.
I like the fact that we get to see these guys.
No, I think that 3 live shows is possible, and they're going to get busier too, Derrol.
True. I mean, look,
James is like watching us in the parking lot.
He's eating Tex-Mex while he's eating right now.
That's amazing, but people get busy. Quarantine's over.
True.
Well, sorry.
It's eased.
It's eased. Thank you.
We might have to go on later, like 7, which means people in Maine won't be able to watch till the next day because it'll be 10 o'clock there.
Squash me. I like that.
Squash me. Do it, Elizabeth. So yes, what day do we want to commit to doing a craft, Cory? Monday?
You commit. What days?
I know. You're gonna do whatever I tell you to do.
I usually do. to some.
No, you're like, what are we gonna? And you're gonna be like, that's too close to something we did the other day. We can't do that.
Let me say this: I take what you say in great regard, and then make up my mind from there.
That's why I had to booby trap you with a crayon one, and we all see how well that went. I ended up playing with myself. Wait.
Pretty much. I was. If you would have peeled the crayons, I totally would have participated.
You're like, here's 4 pieces. I'm done.
It took me 15 minutes to peel one crayon.
Well, the point was you're supposed to do it absent-mindedly while we're talking and break them and then just do it. But yes, Monday. Hopefully.
Don't say hopefully.
Well, we don't know what next week is going to bring. I might be going to work next week.
When she should sign on to watch a craft.
We will make sure everybody knows. Good night, Retta.
Good night, Retta.
We're going to be going to, because Cory's got to cook us dinner. I'm starving.
I'm starving too. And I'm glad YouTube worked today. There's 4 people on YouTube.
Yay.
I know
who are
one
they?
is my mom.
Who else is on there?
But I don't know who else is on YouTube. Say hi, YouTube.
Who's on YouTube right now? Who's watching? Peace and tranquility. Thank you, Elizabeth. I do practice breathing, and I've posted like 50 statuses that I've deleted.
Derrol's very passionate, and I think everybody on here knows that.
And I try to keep the waves calm unless something's going real wrong, and stuff is going real wrong these days, and we got to fix them. You're welcome, John. I'm glad you guys join us all the time. It's great to see you guys. It's nice. I like to visit, and even though I don't like people so much, I like all you guys.
Good night, y'all.
Bye.
We're going to go. Much love. Spread the love.
Love. Oh, wait. How does that thing go? There we go.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to make a heart. I can't figure out which way to move my hands.
Okay, so that's 2. My mom is on. I know that. Oh, and TV. So there's 3. 1, 2, 3, 4 people. No, that's fine. It's not cheating. I'm glad. That makes sense. There's all 4.
Chicken alarm.
All right, we got to go let the chickens out, everybody.
In.
And cook some chicken. I mean,
what? Rude.
Fish. Bye, everyone. Love you.